You need dirt or aggregate, or you need to get rid of it. The Soil Connect Marketplace connects those who have it with those who need it. And our new e-ticketing service makes order verification, confirmation, sharing, and record keeping completely contactless and digital. Keep it local, keep it safe, keep it moving. Soil Connect, the #1 materials marketplace for dirt and aggregates. For everyone who plays in the dirt. Available on the App Store and on Google Play. Learn more at soilconnect.com.
Welcome to Soil Connect Live. My name is Cliff Fetner, and I am the founder and CEO. A quick shout out to PKA Marketing for the great intro video. Just a minute about my background. I'm a third-generation builder and developer here in the New York metro area. I grew up on the job site as a little kid, playing on the trucks and machines, and kind of never really left the dirt. Soil Connect was born because I had an issue getting rid of dirt on my own job site. And there had to be a better way of sourcing and moving dirt. So Soil Connect was born a little over 3 years ago. Soil Connect is a free platform that is creating efficiency and transparency in our old school fragmented world. It's time we stop calling around to all of our friends who needs the dirt, when they need the dirt, and how much. At Soil Connect, we make it quicker, faster, and cheaper to resource and move your dirt and aggregates. Our app is free, our marketplace is free, and it will take you less than 3 minutes to download the app from iTunes and Google Play Store. Our mission statement is very simple: one-stop shopping for any and all your dirt needs. We started with dirt, then we added aggregates, then we added recycled concrete, recycled asphalt. So we have all the materials on our platform that you are moving and hauling 24/7, 365 days a year. We recently released a contactless e-ticketing, which is free for the first 30 days. And we will have another product that we will release in the next 60 days that has never been done before in our industry. So today we have a special guest, and I'm very excited to introduce to you Gonzalo Galindo, CEO of Semex Ventures. So Gonzalo and I got together last week to brainstorm what would be interesting topics for today. So Gonzalo, thank you and welcome to Soil Connect Live.
Thank you for inviting me, Cliff, and happy to be here chatting with you about interesting topics for your customers and our customers.
Yeah, so let me give our listeners a little background about your history. You've been at Semex Ventures for now over 20 years. You've been regional president of Florida and the Carolinas region. You've also been president of the UK region. You've held the role of corporate director of strategic planning and vice president of the Philippines. Very impressive. And starting in 2016, you are now the head of Semex Ventures, where you promote the construction revolution by working with disruptive startups, entrepreneurs, and universities. So here again, welcome to Soil Connect Live.
Thank you very much.
So I figure the first question we should start with is very simply, you guys are a global player in the construction tech world. You must get inquiries from all over the world. How does your team first evaluate an opportunity?
Well, it all starts with a analysis we do from the construction value chain, which we periodically go and visit and really try to understand what are the different trends or pain points that are really evolving the construction in general, no? And based on that analysis, we set up certain areas of focus, which we believe can help Cemex, our parent company, to evolve strategically. No, we help them with that information to set up certain strategic objectives, and based on those strategic objectives, we set up our investment thesis. No, for example, if a trend today is about industrialized construction, for example, we gathered that trend right now in the market. We discuss it with our parent company, with Cemex, and Cemex set certain strategic objectives about industrialized construction on how we can actually help them create a new business opportunity or revenue streams for Cemex. And based on that, on those strategic objectives, we set up our thesis of investments, and we end up doing investment, in this case, in the industrialized construction. No? So we review those strategic objectives every year, and that's how we actually develop our plan for review startups and review different innovative concepts which are currently available in the market. No, as of now, we take a lot of care about circular economy, regarding as well issues with environment, CO2 footprint, how the building materials will evolve, how construction processes will evolve. We take care a lot of as well in terms of supply chain and things like that. No, so those are the 5 or 6 key areas of involvement. And basically, whenever we get contacted or we go and source startups of concepts in the market, those are the concepts which we are looking for, no, and try to concentrate our efforts. No?
Interesting. So at the end of the day, you guys don't have a specific niche that you like to look at, whether it be marketplaces or automation or environmental. Wherever you guys kind of see an opportunity is when you like to take a look at this opportunity. Is that fair?
Yes, it's fair. As mentioned, we set up our strategic priorities and our hours of involvement. Certainly, everything related to environmental impact lately is gaining more traction in our work. Hence, our investment in Soil Connect, for example. No, we believe it's important to actually help the construction industry to be more proactive in addressing all those environmental issues. No, recycling materials, making sure that we move less things all around. All our environmental footprint. We do a lot of time and we spend a lot of time and some money as well in actually addressing our carbon footprint, and actually be able to help Cemex provide products which at some point will be with no carbon footprint at all, no, and with a net zero carbon footprint. No, so those are the areas which are taking a lot of relevance. Having said that, we also take a look beyond the actual technologies. We're a little bit more concerned about the areas in which people is trying to evolve the construction industry. Marketplaces is relevant. A lot of digital solutions are relevant, but those are there because people want to change the way we do things, the way we build. Without those digital technologies, probably offsite construction or industrial construction wouldn't be taken off as strongly as it's starting to take off, no? Because we're finally seeing certain capabilities in the market which will allow certain concepts to be there, no? And certainly that is happening, no? But again, based on our analysis, we were much more concerned about which are the areas in which we can help our customers and everybody in the construction value chain to actually evolve and innovate. And those areas, as mentioned, are basically related to the way we build, the building materials we use, the way we do circular economy, our environmental footprint, offsite construction, supply chain, which we believe are the most relevant ones. No?
Yeah, I agree with you 100% here that over recent years, everyone in the construction industry has definitely taken a more global approach to recycling, whether it be recycling concrete or recycled asphalt, just to name it two.
Yeah.
I know there's a couple of guys in the Midwest who are now recycling old asphalt roof shingles.
Yes.
And so, yes, so back to Semex and Semex Ventures. Are you guys specifically working in certain arenas, or is there a specific sector within recycling that you guys are focusing on?
Look, naturally, we focus our activities mostly in those areas and geographies where Cemex is present. And as such, certainly the US, Mexico, and Europe are probably the key areas for us, no? Where we actually do the vast majority of our work. No? Vast majority of our investments as well have happened in those places. The US probably is the lion's share of that. But we have also certain investments in Europe and Mexico, Latin America as well. No? Certainly, as Cemex Ventures is evolving, certainly the environmental question and circular economy question is gaining more relevance. No? And I would say most of our work today is related to those areas. I would say half of our work is related to those areas. No?
Interesting. So look, let's be honest. You guys are in the cement business, right? And so I've read a couple of articles over the past couple of weeks, past couple of months, that we are running out of sand. Believe it or not only here in the U.S. but globally, we are using sand for so many different things nowadays in the construction sector. I'm curious how you guys are taking a look at this. And what's the future? What's the evolution of concrete?
Well, that will be certainly a challenge. No, it is truth. We are running out of sand. Based on my experience, for example, when I was in the U.S. operating our assets there, it was already an issue. Sand reserves, for example, in the state of Florida, are very limited. And that effect is going to be seen becoming more acute. No, so we will have to work very hard on mixed designs to optimize the sand content somehow. We will have to play a lot with the chemistry of the designs as well. Play a lot with additives to actually emulate certain performances that in a scenario where no sand is available or recycled sand is available, the mixes perform exactly the same. But at the same time, we need to promote a lot of recycling of whatever is already placed there. No, concrete recycling is something which is taking off slowly but steadily. And I think there's still plenty of work to be done worldwide to actually enable that to happen in a much more aggressive extent. It's not only about having the will of recycle things, but you have also need to have the legal framework to do it, no, and to promote it to do it, no. And but we believe that time is starting to happen. You can see already in Europe a lot of countries like France, which is much more thorough about recycling materials, even recycling on site and things like that. And that trend will happen everywhere in the world. No, it's the way to go. We really need to be more conscious about the use of natural resources that we do, especially for us in the cement industry, which effectively we use a lot of natural resources. We need to make sure that we manage to recycle as much as possible and try to extend the life cycle of our products longer. No?
Interesting stuff. So is the concrete technology more advanced outside of the US and that technology needs to be brought here?
It's hard to say. I would say that there are differences. The US tend to be a more prescriptive market. You have whenever somebody buys concrete from you, it's somehow fairly prescriptive in the type of concrete, even the contents of cements they are requesting. No, in the Europe, I would say it's more performance based. No, as long as you give me this performance, you can put in the truck whatever you want. No?
Yeah.
In general terms, no, and that leads to different ways of evolution. No, having said that, the U.S. market is also evolving. No, in the old days it was very prescriptive, 100%. Today you can start seeing people open to discuss performance and discuss different mixes and different solutions. No, so I think that will eventually change. And as mentioned, the more we go into a much more recycle-based materials and into a more restrictive, from the environmental point of view, all that will eventually migrate into the way we think about concrete in general. No?
Interesting. Yes, it will definitely be interesting to see how it evolves over the next few years and decades to come. So bringing this conversation back more towards Semex Ventures, once you guys see an opportunity, what's the next most important thing that your team evaluates? Is it the team? Is it the total addressable market? What's next most important to Semex Ventures when they're considering an investment?
Well, it's a little bit of all of that. Certainly, if we've got the attention into something which sounds interesting and the conversation with the startup start evolving, and we go into a much more formal process of investment, we really spent a lot of time trying to get to know the startup and the market that they are addressing, and what is the plan for them, what is the business plan they're proposing. No? Sadly, because of the pandemic, we cannot travel that freely right now, but in the old days we used to spend a fair amount of time with the prospective startup to really getting to know them and really to getting to know how they're addressing the market, what is the opportunity, what is the business plans moving forward, really getting to know the team. Teams are really important, the people is really important, the entrepreneurs are really important, no? And also discussing in that scenario in which Semex Ventures will be investing in that startup, what can we do for you to help you grow, how to achieve that dream or that business plan, no? Is there something that we can help you with the connectivity you might have with many clients around the world, or is something that we can help you commercialize, or is something that we just simply stay passive behind and try to help you push forward? I mean, we really do spend some time with entrepreneurs trying to discuss how can we help you, how can we make this happen, no? And that's very important for us because when we invest, we try to make sure we do the right bets. But betting in this world is not only a fortuitous thing, no? You need to help the good outcomes to come, no?
Well, absolutely, and Soil Connect here again is lucky to have Semex Ventures as a partner and strategic relationship that we are working together. Yes, you absolutely made an investment in Soil Connect, 100%, but at the same time, Ebon specifically has been helping us make new relationships here across the U.S.,
Yes.
helping us to create pilots, getting our technology out there into solving problems for all of our users.
And that's probably one of the hardest thing to do, to really connect the startups with the mothership, no? Because people is really used to do things certain way, no? I mean, if you're gonna go with the commercial teams, they are really focused in selling, no? And if somebody comes in and tells them, and by the way, can help you this startup to make inroads into this market, they will say, well, but I have to sell as well, no? I have targets too, no? So it's rather difficult, but it's not unique to us. I think it's probably one of the hardest things to do in open innovation is really connecting the startups world with the corporates. It's really something that vast majority of people struggle to do, no? But you have to try it. Otherwise, those investments won't work, no?
100%, I agree with you, 100%. And with that being said, I try to keep these Soil Connect Live events, to a 20-minute type time frame. And we're kind of right where I would like to be. And so I would just like to once again thank you for your time at Soil Connect Live. Thank you for your investment in Soil Connect and your confidence in helping us grow. I just also want to thank the Soil Connect team for their support as always. And we will have another great Soil Connect Live event next month. Stay tuned for our guest. Good night. Thank you.
You need dirt or aggregate, or you need to get rid of it. The Soil Connect Marketplace connects those who have it with those who need it. And our new e-ticketing service makes order verification, confirmation, sharing, and record keeping completely contactless and digital. Keep it local, keep it safe, keep it moving. Soil Connect, the #1 materials marketplace for dirt and aggregates, for everyone who plays in the dirt. Available on the App Store and on Google Play. Learn more at soilconnect.com.